Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M40 M43. It's the Tier 8 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Redshire, and this one is under the command of Drew. And he's actually in Kharkiv. Yes, he's actually in Ukraine, and he plays Arty, and he loves our channel. He loves watching the replays. And he wanted to get his own replays on there as well, so he could share them with you. Okay, game on. 8-inch howitzer. It's capable of doing 900 alpha. In fact, actually, he's got the special HE there. There's the standard. He's actually using the heavy HE without the stun. 1100 alpha, 65mm pen, but the damage radius is only 6 meters. Now, it's 8-inch howitzer, which is, as you know, 203mm in caliber. It's based on the hull of the M40 M43. In fact, it's the A3 version because it's got the horizontal volute system, the suspension system, which is the same as you'll find on the Easy 8. But the actual suspension, the whole hull has actually been lengthened, so there's a gap between the suspension where they've had to lengthen it and modify it. Wells found his first target, a Bisonte C45, rounds out, stops him dead in his tracks. 343 hit points from the first shot. Now the standard reload for this Arty is 44.7 seconds, if I remember correctly. 44.1. And you can see that Drew's got the reload time of 36.55. Okay, he's getting ready. He's loaded, rounds out. Oh, now that was good. He hit 2 at the same time there. He damaged the BZ176 the most, but the M4Y was very close to him, and he took some damage as well. That bit Bisonte's there as well. We can't easily get shots on the KV5, but he's very heavily armoured at the front of the vehicle. So if we did fire at him, we probably wouldn't get as much damage as we'll get from these guys. Even the BZ176 does have a lot of armour as well. But if you hit him in the side, you actually do damage him quite nicely. So he's lining up. Going for the BZ. Rounds out. Yes, gets the top. 389 from that one. Looks like it landed near the cupola. Yes, it did. It did. That right on where the machine gun is. And he's gone down. And we picked up the stun assist. The killer of the BZ was the TS5. Okay, who's next? Well, it looks like it's going to be the Bisonte. He's just popped out from behind the rock. Behind him, the KV5's retreating. But I think that's because he's come up against our BZ176. And another hit. But it was actually a near miss because the shell actually went behind him. Now, the enemy's retreated so far. There's the KV5. He's so far away. In fact, he's backing away because he doesn't want to present his weak rear to us. And we've got an SU-130 PM. Now, obviously, that's a better target for Drew to fire at. Okay, you can plonk the round in there. He's going to badly damage that guy. Rounds out. Here we go. Yep, that's bound to have hurt him. SU-130 PMs have got so little armor that they make very easy targets to damage. But uh-oh, this is not good. There's an M4Y and we've been spotted. So he needs to get into cover quick. Now hopefully one of our teammates is going to come back and help us, but you notice how he's moving about erratically, and that's actually to throw the enemy off, because if the enemy's trying to predict exactly where we are, he's not going to be able to do it easily. In fact, even the enemy Arty is going to have difficulty. The enemy Arty in this game is the GW Tiger P, the Tier 8 German. And he's trying to locate that M4Y. We've got a T30 432, LC432, looking, and he's found him. Line up ahead. That's it. Lovely shot. Beautiful. 321. And he got a stun assist off that one as well. In fact, actually got track damage because he tracked the guy and held him in place. Always like it when that happens. Your teammates help you to actually take down the heavy tank and you pick up all the benefit. Well, he's staying in cover at the moment because there is still another enemy tank out there that could get close, the Senlak. But he's actually now aiming at the other end of the map, and he's found something worthwhile shooting. That's the Borsig. He's loaded. He's trying to work out where that guy went. Now, we can't be certain that the SU-130 PM is still in the same spot, but we can be certain of this KV-5. Except, of course, he's making it difficult to hit him. Okay, the KV-5's now in a very dangerous predicament. If we fire the shell in at the moment, it's only going to hit the armor on the side. Lands behind him for 37. In a sense, actually, it was a good job that he was using the extra HE, because then he's going to do more damage if he gets close. At the moment, we're looking at an AMX CDC, a tank that Quickie Baby, or Voldemort I should say, actually tried to sell a lot of when back when he was still rowing. They sell quite a lot of tanks for wargaming. Rounds out. Oh, he got a kill! Oh my god, he got 2! I don't believe it! He killed 2 tanks! He got a bombardier! He couldn't see the lure. He fired the round in, hoping that he was going to get one of them, but he actually killed 2. I'm amazed. And they were blind at that. Well, that's certainly a turn up for the books. Especially considering that one of them was a Lurva, a heavy tank. The shell probably hit the Lurva and exploded, and then took out the tank next door. Well, gets critical damage on the KV-5, but he is tracked. He is stunned, rubber, which means that we will get stun assist. He's going around the corner now. Our TS5 doesn't want to come out the river at the moment. And I think that might be down to the SU-130 PM if he's still there. But we can put a round into the side of the KV-5 when we're loaded, if he keeps backing out like that. Oh, and the SU-130 PM is there, and that's why the TS5 didn't want to come out. So he's sorting out the solution. Better on that side, I think. Rounds out. Here we go. It looks like it hit the rock in front. Yeah, the impact point was on the rock on this side. It was worth a shot. He's got 2 rounds of the special HE left. And he's still there. 479 hit points. Well, not anymore. He's actually only got 100 hit points now. I think that may have been one of our teammates, maybe the BZ. Rounds out. This could be a kill shot. It is! He got him. Now, actually, I mentioned his name there. Drew actually does watch our replays, as you know, watches our channel. And of course, he'll see that the Ukraine flag comes up in our symbol right at the end of the game. Drew may also know, if he's actually been to our website, that the proceeds of the channel are being used to help Ukraine in the war. Just last week, I made a donation of $20. Actually, it was as much as I could make at the time, which actually went towards funding the drones. There's a company in Ukraine that's building thermal drones. I know it sounds a bit unusual, but these are drones to knock out tanks, and they're the ones you actually see on some of the channels, some of the videos on YouTube, where they're actually hunting the tanks down using drones, which are actually carrying huge gate RPG warheads. And so they're chasing the tanks, and there's no way the tanks can escape because, of course, these drones can actually outmaneuver the tanks. So as hard as they try. And, oh, now, he's seen that Borsig again, just the other side. He's trying to make up his mind. Oh, okay, well, the Borsig's gone, but there's still 3 enemies left. We've got an SU-130 PM, we've got the Arty, and of course there's also the Senlak. But the Senlak's been seen over on the west side of the map. The SU-130 PM is presumably still up on top of the hill.
Your assistance has been requested.
And he's been asked to platoon with one of his teammates. There's the SU-130 PM. Okay, he's in the forest at the copse at the back of the map. And so is the Arty. Oh, is that the Senlak? So the Arty was over on the west side. That shall land short. One thing is certain, there's an awful lot of very, very good artillery players in Ukraine who certainly know how to play extremely well. Every time you watch the channel, you're raising money to help the Ukrainian people. Okay, Senlak fires it in, and yeah, he got the last kill. Wonderful, and that's the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for M. in the M40 M43. You can tell it's the first ace because you got the scrolls underneath the M, and you only get that the first time. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly, but the last kill was the Senlak, who was trying to get away, and unfortunately for him, that shell landed way too close and splashed him. He managed to get a bombardier as well. We haven't seen a bombardier in a game on our channel for a little while, and this one actually was the AMX CDC, who actually lost 111 hit points, but he also took out the Löwe at the same time. Only 32 hit points, but he got both of them together. They were just too close, and possibly the Löwe was using those trees and the bushes to actually hide as he was shooting, but he was way too close to that CDC. And then lastly, he managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12 in that game. And his win rate in the game, 4,032, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. The Borsig on the enemy team picked up a high caliber for 4,486 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the VK4502A, who managed 3,955. And the third highest damage, well, that went to Drew, who managed 2,705 hit points of damage in the end. So third highest on damage. When it came to kills, though, he got the highest number of kills. 4 kills to Drew, 3 kills to the Scorpion, and 2 kills went to the BZ-176 and the SU-130 PM on our team. And on the enemy team, their Borsig, the Senlak, and the Scorpion G all managed 2 kills as well. We had the VK getting the Confederate and the TS5 getting a steel wall. When it came to base XP, it's the VK who managed to get the highest with 1,149. The TS5 managed 1,092, And then we've got Drew in third place with 1,075, and they were the only 3 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. He fired 14 rounds in that game, got 4 direct hits, no penetrations, but he did get 16 splash. Damage of 2,705, of which 2,384 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 879 hit points of stun assist, or I think that's damage assist actually. That must have been because, of course, he tracked the vehicle and it was then taken out. The vehicle that got too close, the M4Y. He also got 631 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a premium count, he actually earned 18,100 credits from the game, and he also got 3,225 experience points out of it as well. So a decent game on credits and XP. But this is not the only replay we have from Drew. We actually have another one. So let's have a look at that battle. In the second battle, Drew's now in the M43 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG, and he's on the northeast corner of Karelia. He's going to pick a nice spot to fire from. If he goes slow enough, you can actually shoot all the way down the south spawn area or south corridor, and that really does put a crimp on the enemy's ability to move down that corridor. Yes, he's going to pick a nice spot here. Plenty of bushes, and he's ready to go. Well, that Lancer C got round the corner and he got tracked straight away, but you can see Drew's dialing in before he shot. Now, he did get some stun on the Lancer, but he managed to get up onto the horseshoe. But he's going to meet 2 of our guys when he gets up there. Okay, we momentarily saw Eudes. Okay, he's having a look elsewhere just to check. We saw a couple of enemy tanks sitting behind this rock, a Pershing, and I think it was a Bisonte C45. He's landed in Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks, so he's top tier. Okay, there's a T10. You can certainly get some splash. He's using the standard HE for this one with the stun. Rounds out. It landed short. You can see both the enemy Arty are focusing on our RU-251 at the moment. They've got an M53 M55 and an SU-14 too, whereas Drew's partner in this game is an M40 M43. Okay, the Concept 1B sitting on that corner. That's not going to help him if he stays there, because he is going to take a hit. And that is a hit. 407 from that one. Unfortunately, the enemy has moved quite a long way on the south corridor at the moment. Our guys really haven't been holding them back. So he may need to reposition fairly soon. He has got those bushes to protect him. Okay, he's about to shoot. Rounds out. 158 from splash. Yes, and our teammates are retreating from the south corridor area. The IS-3 is getting fairly close to us. Got a couple of tanks down there, but they are being focused by the enemy Arty. Okay, we're not getting our enemy spotted up there for this at the moment. The VK is just too far around the corner for us to see him. But the M10's popped out. And he possibly can get around in there. And he does. And he is relocating now. one of the good things about going up the hill is that it does give him the potential to hit that 252U that's sitting on the edge of the horseshoe. He couldn't do it from his previous position, but he can certainly do it from here. There he is. Oh, before we can shoot, the guy goes down. Taken out by RT-30. Okay, the CC1 Mark II is now spotted. 252U couldn't wait, so he's... Or is it standard 252? No, it's a 752. Okay, the CC1 Mark II did get hit. Got stunned at the very least. And the enemies stopped moving along the south corridor. I wonder actually if it's one of our teammates who's actually holding them up. We do have a Type 57 down there, and that might be the reason why they've decided not to go that route. Okay, that 752's managed to sneak up. Okay. Rounds out. That was good. Yep. He got 211 off the CC1 Mark II. Got 36 hit points off the T10 as well. That's a huge bunch of enemy tanks up there in that corner. Okay, we've got a shot. T10. Rounds out. Lands in front of him. Ooh, that was good. The standard reload for this Arty, 40.27 seconds. And we can see that Drew's got 32. Is that 32? 32.67. Oh, he got a kill! He's knocked out the Scorpion. Direct hit must have gone through the armor and took him out altogether. That's a nice one. He's looking at the IS-3, but he's retreating. We're only one down on the enemy at the moment, but they're pushing the hardest. And that could be their downfall, because if they keep doing this, then they're likely to suffer a lot. Now he's dialing in on the pushing. Rounds out. Lands short. I'm not sure if that was fully dialed in. I think he fired because the guy moved forward. Okay, it's loaded. There's the T10. Rounds out. Could hit. It does. 164. I'm wondering if that hit the gun. It looks like it hit the gun. There's a yellow mark where the end of the barrel is, or near the halfway along the barrel. I think he actually hit the gun and took his gun out. And there he goes. Now we've got the enemy on the run because they're now down by one. Rounds out. That was the M40 M43. Or was it? No, that was Drew. He's getting closer to get more accurate shots on the enemy. Found that IS-3 again. There's the Pershing, still hiding behind that rock. Yudis is rushing back, but he suddenly realized he got spotted there. So he's pulled in. And now he's on the move again. Okay, these guys. Rounds out. And he stuns the pushing. Now, yes, we got the stun assist. That's worth it. They're still having difficulty trying to get past that Type. The Type 57, the new tank. Very difficult to destroy. They did manage to get a few hits. Rounds out, looks good. Yes! Right on the rear of the vehicle. 411 hit points. Unfortunately, we do lose the Type, but he did manage to present us with targets that we could get some damage on. Okay, so we've got 3 guys behind us, 1 Arty behind, 3 guys ahead of us, 1 guy behind us. It's widening the angle to give them a better shot at the enemy if they try to come out the south corridor. The enemy down at the other end of the map, right at the enemy cap area. I'm not sure if he's seen what's going on, but our RU-251's found a lot of enemy tanks near their cap area. We're still looking in the south corridor. No, I don't think there's anybody spotting those at the moment. The T-30 is not looking at them. There's only 5 enemies left, and 2 of them are right down near their cap area. The IU's lost contact with 2 of them right now. The UDAs and the M53, and they just found the concept down there as well. Okay, so we're letting it dial in. He's very low on hit points. This could be a kill shot. Oh, will the guy move forward? Yes, he gets him! And it was a direct hit. The guy moved forward straight into the path of the shell. I think he thought that the shell was going to land behind him, and no, it was actually bang on target. Okay. Well, we're looking at the IS-3A unloading his clip, but we're going to be loaded ourselves up momentarily. Rounds out, and that's a direct hit. 328, he's up to 2,290 hit points of actual now, and he's got a load of stun assist. He's changing the angle to get a better shot at that IS-3A. Okay. Oh, he's being bullied into the corner by the T-30 now. It's a clean shot. If he'll only wait a short while, we'll put a round in and that'll soften him up. Oh, but the T-30 thought, no, I'm having that. And now it's just the Unis 03 that's left. The Object 752 is moving in to have a look. Okay, he's got set up. He's going to have a quick look, see where what he can find. Only the Unis left. That's the 2-minute warning. There he is. Lining up the shot. Rounds out. Yes! That's a kill! And he wins the game! Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first ace tanker for M. Drew in the M43 M55. Can you believe it? 2 first ace tankers, but 1 month apart. He won this one on the 10th of April, and the previous one, That was on the 10th of March, sorry. So, yes, 1 month apart, and he's got the ace tanker for each of them. Well, that was the first ace tanker. He also got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 16 on this one. And he got a Gaunt's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And his win rate from that game, 5,150, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in that game actually went to the T30, who derped that IS-3A out of existence. He got a high caliber of 4,577, whereas we can see that Drew managed to get the Gaunt's medal and 3,637 in second place. In third place was the IS-3A that he derped out of existence, and he got 3,083. When it came to kills, yes, again, it's the T30, 5 kills for him, 3 kills for Drew, and 2 kills went to the Wizzy 114 on his own team, the Object 752, and on the enemy team, the Lanson C managed to get 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it's Drew. He got that one. 1,131 went to Drew. 1,011 went to the T30. And in third place, it was the Object 752 with 985. So Drew and the T30 both managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. So they really excelled. And the 752, he got a Spartan medal. And the RU251 got a patrol duty in it as well. He fired 17 rounds. He got 7 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots and 16 splash. Damage of 3,637, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 2,355 hit points of stun assist off 15 stuns. He earned 5,624 credits on a premium count, and 1,696 experience points out of it as well. So another really good game by M. Drew, this time in the M43 M55. Do we know which ones he penetrated? Well, I would have thought that Scorpion. He took a round right through the front. You can see that it was a pen. 805 hit points of penetration there. So that was a really good shot. The other one may have been the Unis. It was the Unis. The last shot of the game landed on the back of the Unis and knocked him for, well, took him out of the game altogether. 197 hit points of damage, but it was a penetrating round. It went through that thin armor and won the game for his team. So very, very well played indeed. Well, I hope that Drew does send in more replays as and when he gets them, that ones that he likes, ones he's proud of. And we'll put them up on the channel so he can show everybody else that, yes, he has replays on here as well. And of course, if you look at the end of the end credits of all of our videos, we use the our symbol and the Ukrainian colors on the symbol to show that we're showing our support for Ukraine to win the current invasion of the current war that's going on. And yes, although we did divert some of our money to help one of the content creators, which you may know, we helped Edvin to keep his flat, but we will be donating more money back towards the helping fund some of the Ukrainian ventures in next month. It'll either be for helping the drone project, which of course is quite an unusual thing because they are now creating thermal drones at a very, very cheap price, which means it'll be much more difficult for the Russians to hide their vehicles because, of course, vehicles will get warm and then obviously the drones will find them and then take them out. But there's also other projects we've actually helped with getting thermal telescopes for some of the Ukrainian soldiers. And, of course, we've sent money to help the refugees as well that have come out of the war zone, so they get somebody to look after them. So I hope you enjoyed those replays from Drew. I hope he keeps sending us some more replays in the future. And of course, we're all rooting for you to win. So please do pass that on to all of your friends around the area. Let them know that there's a channel that's definitely supporting Ukraine and we won't feature the Russian symbol on any Russian tank. We said that we wouldn't do that after they invaded. So from now on, any Russian tank gets the Ukrainian flag on it. So we're just marking them as ours, or Ukraine's rather. Hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give the videos a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.